catalyst for change with the chance to thrive. Crystal is the one to stir up gifts and save lives. You get exposure, promotion, and marketing too. And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person, just come on the show. Yo, your story matters. Crystals will open the door. 40 years of experience, ready to give you more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime. Hey, come on.
Well, good evening. Welcome to Storytime. Tonight we have our partnership, and we are so excited because we are here with the herbal butterfly. Y'all know her as the name of Ro, and this is what we call the culture of the unspoken word. It's been a minute. I want to know, did you miss us? Because the last time we got together, it was a movie. I have to tell you about my co-host, the Herbal Butterfly. Every time she does bring me some spoken word artists, poets, however you want to name them, they are always on point. They never disappoint. And it's always something that is empowering, inspiring, and uplifting. So I say, go get you a cup of something to drink and get ready, because it's going to be on tonight. I'm going to let my co-host let you know who we have with us. So if you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you are, I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Get ready. And we're going to get this thing started. I always like to let people know I am your host, Crystal Buddy Smith, and my co-host tonight is Lene Monroe. This is Storytime Podcast, and this is one of the collaborations that we do. And just so you have an idea about how we do this, we are here. We are on multiple platforms. You might find us on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. I mean, so many places. If you look on the screen, all the different places. And if you're not over on YouTube, then you might not see everything. So you might want to come join us on YouTube at Storytime Podcast with Shout Crystal. Storytime Podcast with Shout Crystal is where you want to come join us, okay? And I want you to tell a friend. Listen, they live. They ready. So come on over here. And let me tell you what you need to do. If you want to partner with me or you want to have your story told, I'll give you a clue how you can make it happen. Take a listen. All right, everybody. Are you ready? This is Crystal. I am so excited to have you here on Storytime. I want you to know that now you can be seen and heard. Yes, Storytime has expanded, and you will be able to see yourself streaming live on multiple platforms. So come on over and get with us and check it out. I want you to go ahead and schedule your interview, and you never know where they might find you online. So thanks for watching. See you somewhere on the internet. And it's just that simple. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I move this right here, you're going to see my co-host. She's here. She's ready, and she's fired up to let you know about the mission and what we're doing. I always like to bring her out in style, and we're going to go ahead and bring her out. Miss Lene, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. When we move that out, you're going to see the face behind the voice. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. How you doing today?
Peace and love, peace and love. I'm doing wonderful. How about you? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm ready for another episode. We took a break for a month, but we back.
We back.
And I know that extra time that you had some things working in your sleeve. I know you're working on some stuff. How's everything been?
Everything has been moving. It's been moving, changing, coming together. It's definitely been different. It's been different. So, but it's all a part of life. So, but everything's been good though.
Excellent. So tell the people about this collaboration and what this is exactly when we talk about the culture of the unspoken word.
So the culture of the unspoken word is for poets, for creatives, or just entities that feel like, there's things that they want to express that they weren't able to. They didn't have the freedom to, they didn't have the capability to, or even the safety to. Especially being as a poet, there's a lot of things that we have to pour out just to come up with those poems that make you go, I felt that, or that was for me. That poem was for me. There's a lot of things as a poet that we have to go through individually, to be able to cycle these poems and be able to give them to the world and to anybody who needs it. So we want to talk to those. I feel like sometimes those words were not, those words that they want to express were not being able to be looked at, or they want to be seen. We want to make sure everybody in the community is able to have their freedom of speech and feel loved and feel seen and feel noticed and feel wanted and feel heard. So we came up with this together to basically advocate for that. And we've been rocking since.
Wow. And I know you always manage to put together a perfect combination of individuals that are synchronized, and it's never planned, but it's always amazing to me how they just have a similar message that kind of just works together. So tell us who you have together. I see three people sitting in the waiting room to join us. Tell us who you have tonight.
All righty. So, y'all, we have, oh my goodness, we have legends in the building. We have legends in the building. We have Miss Clarice Annette Brooks, y'all. Miss Clarice Annette Brooks, a profound poet. She speaks from her chest, from her heart, and there's no way you leave untouched from her poetry. And then, of course, we got Ghetto to Glory. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got Radio Razim in the building, y'all, coming to change the world, helping to bring peace, helping to bring change through rap, through poetry, through freestyling, and through pure knowledge and intellect. And then, of course, we have Dale in the building, our sensual, smooth, Reiki poet that is just going to come and just sweep y'all off your feet. So all three poets are ready to tell their story. They're ready to teach y'all, have y'all feel their poetry and love upon them. And make sure if you feel it, put in the comments, let them know, like, poet, I felt that. But that's our three we got coming up. Are you ready, Miss Crystal? You ready?
I'm ready. I'm on the edge of my seat, girl. I'm on the edge of my seat because I know it's going to be good. So listen, y'all make sure that y'all let me see those cameras on so I know y'all ready, and then I'll bring y'all up. And it's going to be exciting. They've already put things in the chat for me to let me know what they want the world to know about them because they're all doing some amazing things. So thank y'all for putting that information in the private chat. That's going to help me to let the people know what you have going on and how they can reach out to each one of y'all. And so ladies always first. So bring up the young lady and let's get this party started.
All righty. We have Miss Clarice Annette Brooks. Woo!
Miss Clarice, how you doing?
Bless. I'm doing great, especially now I'm here with you. It's great. Loving it.
Yes. So tell the people a little bit about where you're from and how long you've been doing poetry or spoken word.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't even remember when I started doing poetry because I've loved working with words all my life. From the time I was a small child, I can't even remember. I love putting words together. I love listening to people speak. I love written word. And I was absolutely amazed when I was introduced to books and found out that books were not just something that was at the library, but something that some of the books were written hundreds of years ago. To me, that's incredible that you could write something from your soul, from your mind, from your heart, and really, pour over it and try to make it, fabulous. And then to know that even after you're gone, that part of you will still be there. So you asked me when I first started with this. I don't even know. As long as I could remember, I've been at the library. That's where my mama took us every week.
Yes. And I hear that accent. You're out of New York City, right?
I am born and raised in New York City, Queens, New York.
It's a exciting time for New York right now. Knicks in 5. Are you a fan? Are you a Knicks fan?
Listen, how could you not be? Even if you're not from New York, how could you not be? This season was phenomenal. So shout out to the Knicks, New York. Shout out.
Yes. Danae, I see Radio Razim in the building. Tell the people a little bit about who he is as we bring him up.
Oh my goodness. Radio Razim is an advocate for the youth. He's an advocate for truth. He is an advocate for just being you. Like, this man, there's not many words I can put on this man to even measure up to who he is. We might as well just go and bring him up so that way he can tell y'all who he is. Because I'm not even, y'all got to see who I'm talking about. Because
We
Radio
gotta
Azim
keep
is, yeah.
Radio Razim, are you ready? Let's go.
You ready? You ready? Radio
All right, we
What it
Razim,
gotta.
Ghetto the
do?
Glory.
Okay, we got you in there. We gotta get you turned around, man. You gotta get you turned around.
I gotta turn my camera to the side.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We gotta do
All right,
that definitely.
let me see how we.
Let's give him time to get that stuff together. Let's give him time to get that stuff together. He's working it on out. He's working it on out.
Oh,
Definitely.
my angle was straight. Which way I gotta go?
You up and down. The camera, you gotta probably turn it off. Let me bring it back because you up here twice. You up here twice. Now I see the other. Let's call up the other young man while he's getting that together. I see him sitting, waiting patiently.
All righty. So yeah, the sensual, poetic. I'm telling y'all, just wait till you hear his poetry. But Dale, he's a Reiki master. He is also a multitude of different things. But I'm gonna let him tell y'all the story as well too. So coming up, Dale.
Dale, how you doing, sir? How are you?
I'm great. Peace, divine ones. How's everybody feeling today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can you rotate your camera for me, sir?
Hold on, this way?
There
we go.
There you go.
Oh,
There
okay,
you
there. Okay,
Just
there. I
wave
guess
at
the
me
other
when you
way.
get it, Rajim. Just wave at it. You had it right when you're first there. You know, how you doing? So
Okay.
listen, it's such a pleasure to meet you. And tell me a little bit about you, where you from, and how long you've been doing poetry, sir.
So a little bit about me. I kind of like want to piggyback off something Lene said in regards to being able to express yourself in its totality. A good part of my poetry now is based on because I'm in a place of love. I think we as men, we have issues expressing our love in different ways, whether or not it's in a relationship, it's from a family standpoint. And when I say express it, I'm saying with words. Usually men will buy you everything you need, will give you everything you want, but we don't say it. So a good part of my poetry is letting men know like it's okay to talk about love. It's like it's okay to say what love means to you. It's okay to say what you want out of love. Because I think one of the main reasons why relationships are struggling is because men truly don't know how to define their love. So therefore, the woman tries to do her best job in figuring out, well, maybe this is what he wants. So a lot of what I write about is just let him know, like, hey, it's okay to say you in love. Like it's okay for you to want to love your woman. It's okay for you to want to be romantic. It's okay if you want to cuddle. Like it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of like how I'm moving now. But as far as in my background is concerned, actually I started off wanting to be a rapper. That's kind of like where a good part of my cadence kind of comes from, and it gives me a different flow. Just because I kind of intertwine the two, and so I just kind of consider myself a poetical rapper. So that's kind of like my style. And like I said, my background, I'm a Reiki master. I'm a wellness coach. I'm a meditation facilitator. I'm a mediator. Pretty much anything that can bring you peace, I'm all for it. You know, I always tell people there is no one journey. There is no one way to get to peace. It's going to take different ways. And as you evolve as a person, how you receive peace is going to be differently. So always remember that when you evolve, all aspects of you change, so therefore the way people treat you also must change.
Wow. So we about to be romanticized tonight, Lene. Oh, I know that Radio Rajin must be still getting things together, so he'll be joining us in a few. But I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, if there's some stuff that you want me to share, because I know you came in a little later because you had another event. If there's some stuff you want me to share, please put it over in the private chat. Put it in the private chat, and then I will definitely be sure to share that for you. I want you to get comfortable. I see you holding that phone. You're in the car, so we appreciate you making time. I see you, Radio Vazim, working it out, trying to get back here. I see you. Those of you over on Instagram, you got to come over to Storytime Podcast with Shal Crystal so you can see these lovely faces and join us as we get ready to get down with the spoken word. Renee, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I think you got a good combination here because you got the lover, you're the romantic, You got the realist, and Ghetto to Glory is that good mixture. So we got a little bit of everything. And so I think it's gonna be good. And so I see um one of the things y'all gonna find out about this, and what I'm gonna do for the moment is one of the things y'all gonna find out about the internet, podcast, and all this stuff. It's a lot of technicalities, y'all. So when you're dealing with technicalities, there's gonna be a flow, right? And sometimes things go in and out, so people have to get things together. So we got to be patient because we understand what they have going on. So I'm excited. Radio Roger, just wave your hand when you get it, when you got it like you want, and then I can do it. You look sideways to me though. You're still sideways to me though. I gotta let you know that. You're definitely still sideways. Now I think you were right a minute ago. Yeah, right there, right there, right there. Let's see. No, but it's still sideways. Are you on a phone right now?
Yes, I am. I told my internet is. I was using my internet from my phone, so it'd be easier if I use my phone.
Okay, are you on an iPhone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what you have to do is you have to rotate it so that it works. If you rotate it, then it'll be good. Then it'll take you to the side. You probably have to turn off, unlock it. You probably have to unlock it so that when you rotate, it blends. You know, that's usually what happened. You were good when you started.
Yeah, I was on a laptop, but the service was bad.
Okay, got you. So if he runs into a problem with that, then what I may have to do for consistency and for the layout, Dale, if he absolutely can't get it, then I will make an exception and then let you go back to the vertical because I have to have a certain flow. It has to be a certain look. Uh,
I'm okay
because
with that.
I have to have that because what happens is I stream this here and other places and it's a certain criteria. So if he runs into a problem. But I'm hoping that you can get it turned though, Radio Razine. But tell the people a little bit about you while you're fixing that, man.
Radio Rising. I'm from Asbury Park, New Jersey, um, aka Dark City, which I always hated that title that it was given. Um, it was overran, drugs, gang violence, things of that nature, but it had this undertone of righteousness. Like there were these OGs who were kind of there to reinsure that the culture that was there to uplift us remained. And I found it and picked it up.
Wow, 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 wow. And that sounds amazing. So when Lene, I know you have an idea of a flow, and we're gonna get the flow going. And are you stuck in this position,
Me?
Radio Razine? Are you stuck in this position vertically?
Yeah, I think this is where the
Your phone
slow
is
thing.
not cooperating. Did you unlock it? Did you turn it to unlock? Because if
Yeah,
you have,
I unlocked it. Yeah, I did all of that.
okay, darling,
So,
I'm gonna let you turn yours back vertical then, for me, please. And that way we'll be good to go. Okay, Lene, so tell me the flow of the program and how you want to do this tonight.
So we're gonna start off. We're gonna kick this off with the gentleman because it is Men's Month. It is Men's Awareness Month. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, we definitely gonna kick this off with the gentleman here. We're gonna start this with while we let Radio Razine get on the glory. Are you ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
All right, bet. We're gonna kick this off with Ghetto to
Let's kick it
Glory.
off with Ghetto to Glory.
Thank you
Okay.
very much for the segue into the piece too. Shout out anybody that's going through dark times. You know what I mean? Shout out anybody that isn't too sure about their days and how they're supposed to go. Um, you are enough. You know what I mean? And if you don't feel like you're enough, there are people to reach out to. So I'm one of them. Holla at me. I never need a bitch. What a bitch need. I'm trying to find the one that can fix me. I've been dodging death in that 6 speed, drinking, smoking by myself. Damn, I really miss Key. I've been repping God. I know the devil out to get me. Dream about my dad. Sometimes I wish he'd come and get me. Righteous how I move. You'll never catch me moving shifty. I left my home for a while. I don't think they miss me. Oh well, fuck the past. I'm about making history. And I wish the best to anybody out that diss me. You from the hood, right? Ain't you tough? How could this be? Tough don't pay the bills and my children can eat off bitch beefs. I'd rather take these bars and put them on a beat from Swiss Beats, cause chillin' doing nothing and complaining, that shit's beat. Tell a nigga you're playing, they say scram, man, that shit's weak. Then you blow and somehow they the first person that gets geeked. So I'm heartless. Society is dumbing, so I guess I'm on some smart shit. That mean we in a tank, but you a shrimp. I'm on some shark shit. Black in America, how could I not see dark shit? Imagine what it takes to shine a light up in this dark pit. My father, the father, and Malcolm X sparked it. Just recently, Nipsey Hussle reignited it. I built a private plane, ghetto to glory. Time to pilot it. Them old vehicles can't match the lane that I'm flying in. Fuck living a lie, ho. The truth is what I'm dying in. And on that day, that it ain't no way I'm crying when I know that's the moment my young prince begins siring. King shit. R.I.P. 8 Ball and hemp. No blame shit. I'm shining with the righteousness within. If you ever hear me rep somebody gone, know they was them. My army in heaven heavy on angels ain't running thin. I want to talk to my pops. That's easy. Hit Shaq and Shim. The Joneses is stacked with women, cause woman and all of them. R.I.P. my Uncle Mark. You can't find more innocence. R.I.P. my brother Mark. Fuquan to God. I'm sorry that I left my friend. Cause I lost my heart and my mind. I try to always do right. I thought I lost me this time. I just came back in my life. I tried to give up on me. I'll never know what you see. I don't do well when alone. You hear it clear in my tone. So I'm heartless. I'm trying to find a Lisa, but I stay up on some Bart shit. That's just my reaction to them trying to get my heart quick. So I'm blacking out till I get my black card, bitch. Why not be heartless? Tunnel vision mission while I'm swimming in the shark pit. Fuck a bank. Gold bars stashed under the carpet. My mind right, my money right. Bring the war. I'm heartless. Peace.
Woohoo! Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. You always hit us from a place of reality.
Are y'all
Mhm.
muted?
I'm not. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
You can't hear
Okay.
us? Ghetto,
I
you
can't
can't
hear
hear us?
anybody.
Because we're talking for sure. Can you hear us, Clarence?
What's going on? Might be my Bluetooth.
Yeah, because we definitely talking. You got speakers in? You got earplugs in?
Can you hear us now?
Unmute yourself. Let me unmute you. You gotta unmute yourself. You're muted.
Who, me?
No, he is.
Oh.
You're muted, Radio Razim. You're muted.
Can you unmute him?
I can't. It tells me that he's got himself muted.
Oh.
Your mic isn't connected. You didn't connect your mic. It says your mic is not connected. So somehow you might have to undo it. You got
If
it.
y'all can hear me, I can't hear y'all, so I'm gonna come right back.
Okay. All right. There he is.
That was bars. That was bars.
You know,
Bars.
he always is a person that's going to hit you with something. He's a straight shooter. Ever since I've known him, he's going to come correct. Is that the first time you heard his piece, Clarissa?
That one, yes, ma'am.
That is the first time I heard that piece. It took me away there. That was strong. That was powerful.
And Ghetto has all kind of poetry. He can come at you from all perspectives. He can hit you clean. He can hit you heavy. So he came out there like boom.
Mm-hmm.
Came out with a bat. So y'all
And
get
the way he performs it, he is so into it. His whole body tells the story. So that's what I love so much about it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. You can see the connection and the flow, and how when he presents his poetry, you can see the whole. I like how he brings presentation. He brings performance. he pulls you in, so that way,
Mhm.
yeah, there's no way you're not in tune to what he's
That's
saying. No, there's no way.
Mhm.
now, darling. Okay, I see you. Thank you. And you're sideways right now, so thank you. That's good. That's good. I'll bring you in there right there at the moment. Turn the camera right now. You're going to get sick of me. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to kind of flow with me. When there's 5 of us up there, I need you to be this way. But when there's 4 of us,
You
I need to be
are.
this way because it's a system I have to have here. It's a flow, and yeah. Bless his heart. But I want to hear from the man what he thought of that. What did he think about that piece and how he thinks it is? You know, Ghetto is having a lot of technical difficulties today. At first, it was he had technical difficulties with the area he was in, and I thank you, my man, for your patience so much. Um, Again, we are on the screen together, and he's back. He's back. Hold on, let me see where he is. All right, you're back. Good, 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 good. There you
How's the
go.
service? We good?
All right.
Yes.
All right, I got a
So,
palm tree. I got a palm tree back there. Is that a good enough plant?
uh, yeah, yeah. Because you are in a vertical position. See, the thing about it when it's vertical like this, and there's so many people, it makes it you're smaller on the screen. You're smaller on the screen, so that's why I always try to get people to be the other way, unless I have you
I'm
spotlighted. When I
hey,
have you
hey
spotlighted.
Crystal, I'm so glad we got such a huge message to share. You know what I mean? So while we are in these small spaces and boxes, it's great that the audio of what we have is the
Yeah.
real value. So go to my page, you know what I mean, and you can see a full picture of me. But I hope the words land as they were intended.
Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. The value is definitely good. I the reason why, so people know why I am a stickler for layout is because of where I stream to, and where I stream to, it limits us now because y'all are so powerful. I wanted to be able to take y'all and put y'all in certain places, and I won't be able to. But we're gonna rock with it. We're gonna go with it. We definitely gonna go with it because I know how to send them to your page because you all that. So now, what you think about his piece, sir, Dolly?
Well, for me, anytime a man can speak on emotions,
Yes.
I love him. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't have to know him, but I love him because that lets me know he was once in a dark place. Now he sees the light and the dark. Because once again, you can't speak deeply from within unless you not only you've been through it, but you conquered it. That's the difference. A lot of people they go through a lot, but they don't conquer it. So he's speaking from a conquered point of view. And also I just want to let him know that I'm proud of him because I know once he was in a place when I say when I say I can feel when a person has been in a very dark place by themselves, you can feel that. And I'm just proud of him for being successful and finding his way out.
Yes, and you being a wellness coach, I'm glad that you picked up on that and you sensed that because that's what this is all about, being mental health awareness, and we want to make sure we reach out to our men. So thank you for that so much. Anything
If
you
I
want to add?
could, if I could respond to the brother, I got a phone call from a Tiffany Wright when she saw the
Yeah.
flyer. And she was
Yeah.
like, "Yo," she's like, "You here? Like you in the area?" I'm like, "Nah." She's like, "I saw you on the flyer with this guy I was trying to work with." You know what I mean? Like I mean, so she sung your praises to the rooftops. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all that light, bro. I already got
Yeah.
yours before I met you.
Yeah. Actually, Tiffany did reach out to him, and she was like, "Hey, he's good people." And going back to what the hostess stated earlier, I mean, Lene has always, when I say every event of hers I've been through, it's like all the artists. You can just tell that we are kindred spirits because we just mesh. And we among each other is like we've known each other for centuries, and so just being able to be in a space like this, where especially us brothers, we can speak freely and talk about what we've been through, what we've gone through. Because I always tell people the true definition of witnessing is talking about what you're going through. Sometimes you lose people when you get too spiritual too soon. No, it's like, okay, whatever you was addicted to, you see this person going through it. Guess what? You can talk them through the process. And that's really what we're all about as lyricists. We're kind of giving guidelines of how you can be an outlet or you can reach out to us and we can be a resource to aid you in your healing process. Because I always tell people, I'm not going to give you the game on how to heal yourself. I'm going to be the aid so you can heal yourself. I always tell people, I don't want lifelong clients. My goal is to get you into a better place. I always tell people, if I'm still dealing with you for another 6 months, I'm not done my part because you haven't evolved.
Yeah. You know, I got to say, I love that these men, these brothers are saying this because I'm an educator as well. I've been an educator for decades. I've worked with teenagers for a very, very, very long time. And so many young boys and girls, but I'm just going to focus on the boys right now, need to hear from men like this. I cannot tell you, there's a stigma in our culture that you can't really share your feelings, can't really share your experiences, can't be vulnerable. And we know what that does to so many of our young people, the mental health that's needed for them. So I love that you are sharing these feelings, these experiences, a number of the things that you said in your poem. And I couldn't agree with you more. Dale, did I say your name right, sir?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. I couldn't agree with you more about what you said. So I just want to shout that out from the voice of an educator.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And to the
All
viewers out there, there's a video I just posted on my page. It's in dedication to my cousin who didn't survive his battle with his mental struggles. I shot the video on the Golden Gate Bridge.
right.
If you know the history of the Golden Gate Bridge, which I stated in the video. Yeah, so go check that out when you get a chance.
Wow.
Most deaf, most deaf.
Definitely sending condolences and thoughts to the family for the loss of him, and thank you for the work you do in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you.
So, Lene, I guess we're gonna go to Dale next.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna go to Dale, and yeah, we're gonna keep this rolling. We're gonna keep this rolling because y'all haven't seen. I'm telling y'all, take everybody in the crowd right now. Make sure you got your water. Make sure you got your tissues. Make sure you got a pillow. Make sure you have a notepad and pencil because this is just the beginning. We have 3 rounds, y'all. 3 rounds of this, and then we're gonna have a freestyle at the end where all poets are going to embrace how to freestyle, how to take words that you, the crowd, yourself, are going to give us to use to create
Man,
a
what
poem on
happened?
spot.
For some
So
reason, my
yeah,
audio keeps going out. Family, I may have to hang up because for some odd reason, I'm not hearing anything. Can you all hear me?
you hear me? Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
We can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
I'm gonna do like I did last time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just reset and then it should come back in.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
then we can just roll to Miss Clarice Annette Brooks then while they get themselves together, while he gets himself together. So
But you know
Miss
what?
Claire,
Whenever that happens like that, we know it's a powerful message. We know it's a powerful message that they're trying to get. Whenever that happens, it's a powerful message when that happens. So it's I hate that that's happening because it really throws things off. And y'all forgive me because I have a stickler for. I have people that ride me on a lot of stuff when I'm doing this when it comes to the layout. And so when we shift and then things happen, I'm going to be chewed out a lot today, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. I can feel it. So now you're going to go to Miss Clarissa, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Miss Clarice Annette Brooks, y'all. Woohoo!
Blessings, blessings to all of you again. I'm going to share a few short ones with you right now. And like I said before, I've been an educator for many, many years, but I'm also a mother. So a lot of my poems come from that standpoint, talking to children and talking about what you stand for and what you refuse to accept. So this first one is called Hate Venture Not. And we have a lot of hate going on in the world right now. And sometimes people trying to make you angry and trying to make you bitter and just get under your skin. And you have to stop some time and think, no, it's not going to work with me. So this one is called Hate Venture Not. Hate venture not toward my soul, for you will not prosper there. Bring not to me thy deadly sins, those friends you hold so dear. For peace of mind and care of soul, there is a lesson I have learned. It is make no room within my heart for the temptations of this world. So swarm around me if you must. run upon land and sea. But hate, you waste your time if you believe you will ever have hold of me. Hate venture not. This next one is called The Lesson. I realize that it is time, you see, to teach you how to treat me. Not as you say, but as I say. So get this lesson down today. Regardless of the mood you're in, if worries are making your head spin, whether your mood is high or low, don't lash out at me for your own ego. You might be stressed and want your say. I know sometimes it gets that way, but watch how you come to me and talk, because trust me, I can turn and walk. I won't engage or act in kind, won't leave that kind of rep behind. I'll stay respectful, but I will turn to you and tell you just a thing or two. Like, get yourself together, friend, before you speak to me again. Catch yourself, regain control, calm your mind, and ease your soul. I will listen. I'll be here. Do not think that I don't care. What you're feeling truly matters. So I'll try to give you helpful answers. So come now. I believe that we can start anew. Tell me, please, how do you do? Next one is called My Soul is Planted. Did you want to say something, Lene?
Oh, because that flow almost brought me to tears. So,
Okay.
wow, especially the lesson. The lesson
You have to teach people how to
embodied. It embodied how a mother would sit their child down with such sternness, but with such openness at the same time, or sit anybody down. Like, look, this, I understand you're going through a lot right now, but presently, this is how we can connect. This is how I need you to talk to me. This is how I need you to understand that if you want me to communicate with you, if you want to go further, this is how it's got to be. I empathize that you are going through things. I empathize that life might not be, your best situation right now. But if we want to sit there and try to make this better, we need to sit there and address the fact that you're not in the best mental state, and that's okay. But I need you to be
And it
aware and
goes in
present.
so many relationships, right? Work relationships,
Exactly.
neighbors, whatever. You can't take your load and put it on my back. You can't make me sweat.
Exactly.
Okay? So back up. I know you got things on your mind. I know you got things on your soul. I know you got things on your back. But don't try to shove it on mine. Walk beside me if you like to. We could talk, and that might ease your load some. But don't throw it at me. We have to teach people how to treat us. That's a responsibility to ourselves. And you let your soul down, you let your spirit down when you don't teach people that lesson. You should not be, and I don't mean to be lectury, but I talk with kids. I talk with my own 2 children. I have 2 beautiful children, Alexa and Daniel, and I talk with students. And you got to teach people how to treat you.
Wow. I can hear the educator in you. I'm going to bring the guys up. So bear with me, Lene. I'm doing this a little different because of the formatting. So work with me as I do it. And so what I may do is bring people up individually or structure it in such a way. So just work with me. I know it may be different. But yeah, I can hear the teaching. What level do you teach?
I've taught high school level all my life. I'm a principal now, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Yes. Yeah. I love working with kids. It's the best thing in the world. Education, I love it.
High school principal?
Yes.
Okay. In New York City? In Queens?
No, I'm no longer in New York. I did leave New York. I started in Queens, New York, at John Bound High School in Queens, New York. Yes, and I was assistant principal at Franklin K. Lane High School, but I'm no longer in New York right now. And I do a lot of work with the Juvenile Detention Center and with girls, and we talk. We do our work also, but then there's times when we talk, and just to get them to think about their lives, think about, okay, this is where you are right now. This is where you want to go, and what are the steps you have to take there to get there. And when obstacles come in your way, because they will, that's life.
Yes.
You got to think about it and not let other people make up your mind for you.
Man.
Because you will go where they want you to go. And
Yes.
they don't always care where you're going, but you're the one who's going to be stuck there. So we got to
Yes.
have these kinds of conversations, real conversations with children.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow. So, okay,
Oh,
yes, Radio Team got it set. My
Right.
man, Dale. So now you can flip it and we'll be set. And I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience. So, Radio Team, tell me what you think about what she just shared. I'll bring you down so you can get that right for me, Dale. You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you. You can't. We don't hear nothing. Your mic is not muted, but your sound is not coming through. Did you accept the cookies and the sound? Let's let Darlene do it for a minute. But yeah, we can't hear you at the moment, hon. We can't hear you. Look, while he's getting his sound together, what you have to add to that, sir?
Well, what I love about what she says, it kind of it puts in perspective the five love languages. And I would tell people, don't just know your love language, but do you know how to translate your love language? And to me, that's what that second poem really resonated with me because it was really expressing in details as far as my expectations from you, and then also as far as in this is how I want to be treated. And I'll tell anybody in all relationships, for it to be successful, it needs specific details. You can't say, okay, I want quality time. How do you define quality time? Hey, I like acts of service. What is your definition of acts of service? Because if you don't provide the details, once again, the person is just going to assume what you like.
mhm.
Mhm. So that's kind of like going
Mama.
back to I have to teach you how to treat me,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and you have to
Mhm.
teach me how to treat you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the person being actually able to receive it too. That's the
Hmm.
biggest thing to to bounce back on or to piggyback on what both of y'all wonderful spirits are saying. It's being an advocate to speak what your five love languages or how you want to be talked to, but also being reciprocated at the same time. Because you can tell anybody this is how, this is how, this is how, this is how, but if they are not in the space or the form or the capacity to understand that, you're going to be talking to a wall. So
Yeah.
having being reciprocated equally is also a check-in too. Is like, wait, can you take this information in? Because if not, we might have to do another time, or we might not even be able to do this. So that check-in is also important too.
Yes.
Radio Radim, I can say something. I see you in here twice. The other one is muted and one is not. Say something. Let me unmute this other one to see if that's the one you're talking about. Okay, say something. Still can't hear you. He still can't hear you. Bless his heart, boy. He's going through. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, when you say you want to do this, like when you say this is what you want to do, you have to be prepared. You have to be patient. You have to be understanding because things happen all the time. They happen all the time. And I just appreciate this brother for, his persistence and trying to get it together to make it. And so we thank you for your patience as we go through this. And each one of them, as you can see, they all have powerful messages. So now we've heard 2 out of 3. So while we wait for Radio to get himself together, we can certainly let him share if that's what you want, Lene. It's all up to you.
Yep, we can definitely go into Dale, and then just for the format, basically, Miss Clarice, if you have 2 poems like that, you can do 2 at one time. Because the time frame and everything, I love
Sure.
that was perfect. They went right together, so that was perfect. And then going forward, each round is going to be 1 poem, and then keep in mind, y'all be ready for after the third round, it's going to be a freestyle where the crowd is
Uh-oh.
going to give us words.
Uh-oh.
The crowd is going to give us some words. They're going to give us some words. And then you, the poet, are going to show them how you do it freestyle. You take those words and you come up with a poem on the spot.
Uh-oh.
But we're going to go into Mr. Dale. And then we're gonna make sure we got Mr. Radio Razim good, and we're gonna keep this flowing because no matter what, their messages are gonna be heard tonight, and we're
It's
gonna
gonna
get through
hurt.
this. Nothing's gonna stop us. Okay? We
Nothing.
in this.
Nothing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can't hear you if you're talking.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Say
Okay.
it again.
All
Oh,
right. So
oh,
all
we
right. So
heard him.
we'll
We heard him and he bounced off. That was
all right. So we'll go ahead. So this poem right here, I call it "The Love of Poseidon." This poem means a lot to me because this is kind of like when I kind of stepped out of what I call being in my shell. And when I say being in my shell, just really being expressive in the art. I think sometimes in the arts, we don't dig deep enough. And when I started loving myself on a deeper level, that's when I came up with poems on a different level. So, like I said, this one is called The Love of Poseidon. Actually, it's supposed to have music, but um, well, we'll freestyle without the music. So I hope you all can hear me because I can't hear you all. So I hope you all can hear me. The love of Poseidon. Here we go. All right, it's back now. You can hear me? Cool. All right, we'll continue. All right, so the love of Poseidon. I love you. I love you. I love you. How I love thee. I love thee unconditionally. Catch a beat from my heart and tune in to this love frequency. I have a destination. Let's go be romantic. Jump in my love boat so we can cruise the Atlantic. They call me Poseidon, Lord of the seven seas. Connect with me spiritually. I want to know what it's like to feel godly. I'll love you in this lifetime and the next. The creation of your smile is my biggest flex. I adore you, a mantra from my country grammar. Allow me to honor you like the Star Spangled Banner. I pledge my allegiance to your heart. I promise I will protect it till death do us part. I promise to love you every day like the 14th of February. If you leave this realm, I'll visit Romeo and Juliet's apothecary. What's the purpose of love without you? You are my altar, and every day I'm saying I do. You spark this fire inside of me. Therefore, you are my twin flame. I want to harness your love hormone and inject it in all of my veins. Now, you've become my drug of choice, and I want to overdose on you with no remorse. Love, love. You are a fountain of youth. This is backed by scientific proof. And if you allow it, my love can become an intangible glue because I love you. I love you. I love you. Liflo lifla skoshka. Dale lashon duma. Thank you. Mm.
I told y'all.
Uh,
I don't need everybody to pick up their jaws. Pick up your jaw. Yes. How you feeling, Miss Crystal?
I was over
mm.
here saying, you my drug of choice. I mean, he was hitting me so hard with so much stuff. I was saying, I can't, no, he got me drooling. No, I'm sitting here
Taking
like,
the pheromones out and injecting it to the veins.
oh my
Like,
goodness. What? Ready, Martin? Did you hear that?
Yeah, you know the tone of it, man. You speaking to the tone of it, man. The vocals, the language, intangible glue. You know what
Yes.
I
Man,
mean? Like I love how we take these powerful words and put them on these like everyday appliances. You know what I mean? To make them really
Yes.
breathe and breathe what we're trying to the connection that we're trying to make, especially in a love piece.
Yes, exactly. And two, it's always good when I hear my fellow brothers talking, because like so many times guys are like hesitant to really speak on love, but back in the day, I mean, think about it, we always had like a little love CD. So why we afraid to talk about it, you know?
Oh man, you just
Always had
segue.
a
You
little
just
love CD.
am I
Oh,
next? Am I next? You just segued my next. You just segued the next piece.
he said that. So, in other words, you had the music to say what you couldn't say. What you have to add to that, Miss Clarissa? You muted.
Yes, what I was saying, what I love about this poem was the connection that you talked about. It was like a spiritual connection. It wasn't about, oh, your eyes are this, your breasts are that, your butt is this. And it was just about connection, about the parts of love that last forever. Okay. It wasn't about
Yes.
physical, body, whatever. And you hear so much of that. And sometimes in such a, common way. This was about connection between two spirits. And I enjoy that.
Yes.
As a woman, especially, I'm telling you, I enjoy that.
Woo,
And the
yeah,
way
I'm
you
telling
Yes.
you, she was
started,
drooling over here.
when you said it, say the first two lines again. Say it for me one more time.
Oh, the first two,
Just
like, yeah, to wait
say it
up.
again for me.
Um, how do I love thee? Love thee unconditionally. Catch a beat from my heart and tune in to this love frequency.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I'll
Now,
hold
listen,
on
he
to
said,
that.
and imagine the music that play. He said it's supposed to be music with
Yeah,
that.
I'd like to hear that
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
music. But,
yeah,
even
yeah.
without, that was nice. I'll leave
Man,
it at that.
so listen, Nene, I am not going to take people up and down since everybody is set, everybody is good, the sound is on. I'm going to leave it like this. So when others are speaking, we will all remain up here. So we will show our emotions as we're listening, but I do not want to mess up this layout right here. Are y'all good with that? Because
Yes,
Absolutely.
ma'am.
up
I'm
and down.
cool with it.
I think we need to leave it here because we got it where we were trying to get it. Because normally we'll go up and down, but I think I'm gonna leave it right here because we're good.
I'm afraid to mute.
No, it's okay if we gotta hear the oohs and ahs. It's like, listen, that's what it's
I'm
all
the
about.
trees. The trees
Listen,
and the heat is what I'm worried about. You can hear the heat out here.
nah, you can feel the heat. We can't hear, brother, but I feel you because I was just in Phoenix last month, so I feel your pain on that right there. It's hot.
Definitely.
Lene, man,
Um,
wow, wow. So
Is
you
is it
gave
on
us.
me? Because I definitely want to segue. You know what I mean, because if I mean, bro, just definitely opened the lane of love open, and I don't want
Well,
to. I
yeah, I
mean,
think I think we just
step on the
gonna
show
flow right
toes.
over. We just gonna flow right over because if it works, it works. It works. So yeah, Miss Crystal, you wanna go to the second round? Because the first round they came out swinging.
listen, I say go with it. And if Radio
Yes,
YG is
yeah,
feeling
yeah,
it
yeah.
like
Let it
that,
flow.
it's like he
Yeah,
wants the alley oop. Like give
yes,
it
let it
to him.
flow. Yes, let it flow. Let it flow.
Yeah, he definitely threw the lob, man. I said, love is difficult. It should come with some classes. Flows like a butterfly, hits with the sting of cashes. In the beginning, we think it's magic. 10 times out of 10, the ending is tragic. We missed the highway exit to peace. We flew past it. Misdirection from finger pointing like you crashed it. No, you crashed it. I figured I'd break it down off this classic. We speeding. That's how we lose traction. Need to slow it down like blackberry molasses. One of those things that never change. You gotta keep pushing on. The sun don't rain all the time. There's gonna be some heartache and pain. Now, the generation before mine had me under assumption love was all fine. Is it just my imagination? Do I want my girl or the temptations? All she asking for is respect. Aretha Franklin. Alicia Myers, Heavenly Father, just want to thank him. But I'm Shalimar. I'm trying to remember a night. If loving chick was so wrong, why did it feel so right?
Right.
Right? Before I beat myself up like Ike, I'm learning what love got to do with it. I need my wife. Don't want to hear it through the grapevine. Don't leave my Sherry Moore. You know that love's blind. She's saying there's a vacancy. Rolls Royce. Where love gonna live, nigga? That's your choice.
Throwing my shit off the balcony as she screams. I'm watching my love come down. Evelyn King, pass the champagne. Blackberry molasses, one of those things that never change. You gotta keep pushing on. The sun don't rain all the time. There's gonna be some heartache and pain. Now you know the tables turn and I'm treated like a bugaboo. I feel a pain of baby Mike singing, who's loving you? Who? Is she with somebody as we speak? Looking for tender love and care, so she creep. She tired of going back and forth, back and forth, treating her like she's nothing but a number, like we in a sport. I damage the trust. I bruise the hope. I leave you alone. You at your best. Don't want to rock the boat. Emotional thoughts. I lost faith. Who can she run to escape? I bring her joy, and that's all that I can say. But my actions show my only real love is Mary J. Peace to Nate Dogg. Smoke weed every day. Back to calling women hoes because my boys can't play. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. But happily ever after just ain't the case. Peace.
Woo! Woo! I love it. I love it. My goodness, the way he had them songs flowing in there. You had to know the song. I mean, the song and the artist.
Oh my goodness. I was ready to pull out some music. I almost forgot we was on this live or we was doing this because the way you was pulling out them songs and the way the emotions just connected with those songs, I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to listen to all this music differently now. I'm gonna have to. That was perfect. That was perfect. I'm so glad my mute button was working because I would have interrupted screaming the whole time. That was perfect. Oh, and then the blackberry molasses.
And that's
Dale, when he spoke the music, when he spoke about the music, it just was like automatic, like how we had music as a backdrop to the love that we had.
Yeah, always. And then too, so number one is I love your hook. And then that Cassius Clay line, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Then, so what's so crazy about just going back to the whole concept of kindred spirits is like so the way you were singing your hook. So in round two, I'm gonna be singing my hook.
Oh, Sookie.
No, hold on, phrase this. Not singing. I got a hook. I ain't gonna say I'm singing though. I ain't gonna say the singing part. I got a hook. I got a hook. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
All right, Miss Clarice, you gonna start singing too?
I'm not going to sing because if I started singing, people would leave the program. I don't have the gift, but I did appreciate you, Radio Roxy. That was beautiful. But I am going to continue with the theme of kindred spirits and connection. I was actually going to do a different poem, but these two gentlemen have led us in a different direction. I'm ready to go with you. Okay.
All right, ladies, you follow that. So we're supposed to follow our man. So she's gonna follow. I love it, Lene. She's following the lead.
Hey, let's flow with it.
Okay. Do you remember the times when you would meet me by surprise simply because I was on your mind? And we walked for hours, taking the long way on purpose. And when we got there, we sat, sometimes talking and sometimes not. Of gifts and trinkets and the rest, I like these surprises best. I walk so proudly with you because of who you are. It matters not who looks upon us as we walk this journey far, because you are good and you are righteous and you are proud and you are strong and your integrity sustains you throughout every day so long. So let others look upon us and see just who we are, because you are mine and I adore you. So come, let's journey on.
Wow. Well, what's that? It's like God just did that. What the heck was that? Oh,
Now I cheated a little bit. That was a blend of two poems back to back. So I snuck an extra in it, but only because they just
flow together. Yes,
they went together.
So look, I have to ask. So that sounded personal. Is it? Like that sounded like something that didn't sound like experience. That sounded personal. Was it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And don't we
Yeah.
all have that personal feeling at some point in our lives, with someone?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I felt that. I felt that. Like almost if like you sat him down and said, "Let's have a discussion."
Hmm. I don't need a lot of things. Sometimes you look at all the stuff that's been bought and you wonder, why do I have all this stuff around? But certain things, certain memories, certain walks, to me, the best dates are free.
I
Mm,
agree.
mm,
Wow.
That long walk,
Yeah. And to
lunch.
piggyback off what Dale said, you could tell she was speaking directly to a person. And it's
Yes.
mhm,
interesting because we heard two perspectives. We heard the perspective of the man and we heard the perspective of the woman. And you
Hmm.
see the difference. The man is taking you on a mental trip, you know, and the woman is trying to say, you know, I'm here. This is what I need in order to get me there. So it's just interesting to hear the different directions.
mm.
So I hope the men enjoyed that.
Yes.
I know I did because y'all trying to
Hope
have me in
everyone
tears
did.
tonight. It's already happening. Y'all having me in tears tonight. That was a beautiful. I think that's. I felt like I was sitting and actually having a conversation with somebody. Like, okay, so the first two lines, can you repeat those for me?
Do you remember the times when you would meet me by surprise simply because I was on your mind?
That right there, it has so many layers to it. That amount of love, it reminds me of like that beginning of the love to where you are just so enamored by this person. It's brand new and it's so encapsulating, like, and then just to sit there and be like, you remember when I was on, oh gosh, that poem. Y'all are hitting me hard. I wasn't ready for this. I was not ready. Goodness gracious.
I
Oh,
th-
I
I
gotta grab
I
my
think
pearls and everything. Oh my gosh.
I think
Wow.
in a real dope way, we all expressed the how random love can be from
Yes.
like three totally different tones, but the same breath. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like I want to love. You know what I mean? I want to love from Dale's perspective of giving, from my perspective of trying to understand, you know what I mean? Like and I mean from Claire's perspective of like personal experience, like you know what I mean? So that was a dope, that was a super dope combination of love just now.
Mhm.
It was definitely different levels of love, and every individual's, like you said, has a different love language, and everybody's different. So that
Mhm.
was perfect because it helps you to understand if you're somebody who never been in love that it's it's endless and it's open. You just never know how it's going to be, but just be yourself. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Just be yourself. Just speak your heart. Communicate. That's what I heard from all of you. I heard communication. All of you were
Mhm.
communicating. All of you were communicating your wants and your needs and your feelings. And you have to communicate in order to have an effective relationship. You have to, or it's not going to work. And
Yes.
so that's the
You were
beautiful.
still communicating with love through it, through the whole process. Each and every one of you were communicating with love. That's the best part about it. It wasn't hurtful, it wasn't anything. It was, look, love. Let's love and let's do this together. Love. Like it was, y'all spoke through love, with love. That was
At every
beautiful.
level, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. However you needed it, they gave it to
Mhm.
you. They
Mhm.
gave it to you at every level. They gave it to you at every level. Lene, where we going from here?
I think we got Mr. Dale up in the business over here. I think Mr. Dale's next, right?
He said he gonna sing to us. Oh,
He about to. He got a hook. He said he got a
Who's
hook.
singing?
Alrighty, it's all on you, Mr. Dale. Whenever you're ready.
you have our undivided attention. So the beauty of this is normally we give you the stage and you by yourself, but we looking at you. We right there. It's like you have your audience right in front of you.
Because I didn't hear Lene. Did she say I was next?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. All right. So, for this next piece, I look as it's a mixture of sometimes you have to brag on yourself, and the reason why I say that is because you'll lose yourself if you're not acknowledging your gifts. You'll lose yourself in the event if you're not reminding yourself constantly, "I did this right." I'm great at this. So this is a mixture of play on words and me kind of bragging. So, but I call this one socials. Please listen to my demo. Please listen to my demo. Please listen to my demo. Please, please, please listen to my demo. Some call them dreads. I call them nine ether locks. My adjectives and adverbs creates a conscious, aimless algorithm. Like tick, my spidey senses tingling. I can always sense a crook. You created a fake page in the metaverse so you can spy on Facebook. I am the epitome of a very, very dangerous man. For exclusive content, link is in the bio. Please subscribe to my OnlyFans. Before you call me egotistical or say that brother think he's all that, snippets of my telepathic aura is beyond Snapchat. If you lack communication skills, I'll sound like a scam, but I walk in my truth. There are no filters on my Instagram. My goal, I just want to be a dope rhythmic spitter, but you want to upgrade like my ex because you no longer want to be called Twitter. When I'm poetically correct, it is a divine cosmic place. And this verbiage that I gift to you, it's just manifestation of my space. Please listen to my demo. Please listen to my demo. Please listen to my demo. Please, please, please listen to my demo. Les fleurs, les fly, scorch sky. Dale la chambre de ma. Thank you.
Wow. So then he took us through a social media journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
First, first it was the songs, and this time he took us on the trip from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All of them were like, okay, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
The
here for it.
MySpace line.
I love that line you said, I walk in my truth. That's a powerful line. That line says a lot.
Yes.
Even
There
that
are
one
no
line alone.
filters. Yes, there are no filters on my Instagram.
Straight up.
So what
Straight up.
prompted that? What prompted that piece?
So, first of all, social media is like it just it's the norm now. And I think sometimes people get so caught up in it they forget who they are, they forget the history of who they are. So you
Hmm.
look as I went from TikTok, which is to me one of the most popular social medias, to MySpace, which actually to me which started the whole social media construct. And so I just look as in your lifetime, do you understand the history of who you are? When I say who
Yeah.
the history of you are, do you know who your grandparents truly were? I'm just starting at grandparents. Great great parents is good, but for the most part, do you really know who your great great parents were? Do you really know what your parents stand for? Because when you know those things, there's a power in when you say your name. That's one of the reasons why I say my name after all my poems is because I'm proud of my lineage, and I'm letting you know like this is my lineage. This is the history of who I am. I am Nigerian, going back to a descendant of what they call the kosher tribe, and so just me. using my dialect in which I would use if I was at home.
Wow. And you don't have a heavy Nigerian accent either.
No, part of it is so when I was younger, I spoke like 6 different languages, and it just changed my dialect. And
Wow.
so it's like now I speak fragments of the other languages, but when you learn different languages, it automatically changes your dialect.
Absolutely.
How
I've
many,
been
what
practicing.
languages do you speak? What 6 languages?
Well, at one point in time, it was German, French, Spanish, and Korean
Wow.
and Mandarin.
Wow. In English.
Because yes, yes, because back then I was in. So give you some more background. My father is a retired military officer, so I grew up in Germany, and so I was in a foreign exchange program. And to be in the foreign exchange program, you bare minimum you had to speak German, French, and Spanish.
Mm. Mm.
That's fire.
Oh.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
And so even now, I still I'll go on YouTube and look up like right now Haitian Creole is real popular. And so one thing I like about learning a new language is it also helps you correct your tone, your mannerism, your because
Mm-hmm.
you start paying attention to how you say words, not just in
Tone.
English, yes, tone and everything. And so with that being said, it also helps your delivery, because our delivery is all about tones.
Yeah. I've been practicing Spanish. Quiero aprender español un poquito, practicar todos los días. And
Yes.
just the exclamations are through tone. Like, I
Yes.
mean, you can say the same statement and it'll be a statement and change the tone of it and it'll be a question. You know what I mean? And it when I learned that, when learning Spanish was just like, oh snap. And also when I meet different people from different countries, I pop open Google immediately and I learn hello,
Yes.
thank you, just the
Exactly.
basics. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Like Polish. I was speaking to my Polish coworker at the hospital. She was dope. This Georgian. Google doesn't know how to enunciate Georgian because it's such an old I think it's Aramaic. It's such an old language.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
And I had a Georgian fellow in my Uber one day, and he was kind of arrogant. And it's like, I'm from Georgia. I guess he must have thought that I thought he was that he must have thought that I was thinking about Atlanta or somewhere. But I
Yeah.
knew exactly what he was talking about. Then he kind of turned around and was quiet, and I was trying to talk to him. So then I went on Google, and I normally they could say it for you, but they couldn't. So I had to do my best to enunciate. And when I said, like, I want to speak all languages, I said it in Georgian. And he's like, yo, how you know that, bro? Like, how'd you, like, I was like, I guess I got it
Yes.
right when I said it. But just the
Yeah.
importance of who we are and what we're trying to accomplish through our identity is that, I mean, we are great in every aspect. So, learning as much as you can about other cultures, you know what I mean, and showing the other cultures that you have that level of efficiency on all levels is very important to our identity in the world today.
Mhm.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. And then the beauty of Spanish and French is they're what they call the love languages
Hmm.
because there are words that you pronounce in a feminine and masculine tone. So that's the beauty of Spanish and French.
Hmm. Fire.
Wow. Yeah, and I'm noticing the difference in the time zone. Where are you, Darlene? Because it's dark where you are, and I know you're in
Yeah,
Arizona.
no,
In,
I'm in Maryland.
okay, so that's right, and you outside, and he's in Vegas, so that's why it's bright outside because they 3 hours behind. So we are taking you into different time zones and taking you into different poetic zones through these artists here. So that's the
Go ahead,
beauty.
Crystal.
You speak any languages too, Clarissa?
Not with fluency, not the way I would like to.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't like that response. I might have to use that, not with fluency. I like that.
Word.
That was a
Word.
very clever
No, that's
response. I
the
would have been like,
That's
no,
principle.
def
no, I
it
don't.
definitely was.
That's the principle right there. Come on.
Suma un peu. Only a little.
But,
Oh
but, but
my
you know what though? But you know what though? Look, what when the whole time when the principal look, because now she's the principal. When the principal speak, I'm like, you know what? She needs to be doing audiobooks. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like every time when you're reading, I'm just like, you know what? Because there are certain books I listen to. There are
Mm-hmm.
certain books I need to read, and then there are certain books I just need to listen to. And
Mm.
to me, with your voice, there are just certain books because it's just like because education is like in your bloodline.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking directly to our spirits. It's
Yes.
it's over it's overlapping, not overlapping, but it's literally going straight into our spirits. And so that's why I was like, yeah, you need to consider audiobooks.
Really,
I
I'll
agree.
think
that is definitely true.
Yeah, the way
I'll
you
think about it.
pronounce the words and the emphasis and everything. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I think it's that teacher voice when I want you to listen now. That kind of thing
Yep,
comes out. Yes.
yep. That's it.
And then having to have a baseline language to so many different types of people. Like, I mean, you're
Mhm.
dealing with generations of classes of, sexes and, like people from
Mhm.
different backgrounds and all kind of things. And you have to
Mhm.
speak to all of them
Yes.
in one tone and one language.
Hmm.
So I mean, that's dope.
Thank you.
Mm, that's powerful. And that's kind of like what y'all are doing with this poetry, though. Y'all are reaching the masses. That's why I said beginner, intermediate, and advanced. The way that you guys deliver, because see, I'm the only one here that's not a poet. So
She says
the
that every time.
delivery,
She's a poet. She is a poet.
Can't help it. You're around us. It's like being
yes,
chilling
and
with a band
sometimes,
all day.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you chilling with a
exactly.
band all day, you're like, yeah, I'm with the band.
Yeah,
Really,
I'm
it's
pretty
in
in
much.
her.
there.
It's really it's in her. It just doesn't come out yet because there's no way you can be around us and it's
Facts.
not in you. Like it's you put away. You've written something. You just holding back. So when you decide,
Facts.
when you decide to let it free, we here for you. Just so you
yeah,
know.
Facts.
I done let it out a couple of times. I let it out a couple of times that, sometimes it gets me. I started out with the basics, though, roses are red, violets are blue type thing, because I always thought they had to rhyme. So it's an art when you can do poetry and not rhyme. It's a different kind of art with that. You really have to have it.
Crystal, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you got people out here that think they have grade A careers with books and they're one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone and they way through it. You know what I mean? So if they
Mhm.
can come out here and assume the position of superior poet,
Mhm.
then you know what I mean? I give you all praises to do so as well. You with us.
Mhm.
Most definitely.
Nick Nat Paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Okay. Oh,
That was the best motivational speech. That was the best.
Look, that take me back to the episode of Martin when he was singing with Casey and JoJo.
yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
You
Wow.
with us.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
If I was a poet, I guess I wouldn't know it. I would just flow with it.
You
And
just said if I was
just
a
did it,
poet,
right? Just
I
did
wouldn't
it.
know it.
yeah.
Just did it. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like only
You just
poets
did
do
it
stuff
without
like that.
thinking.
Only
No,
poets do stuff like that.
told you it's
Yeah.
it's in her. It's in her. She just gotta let it. She gotta set it free. That's all. You gotta set it free.
Mhm. Mm.
Oh
So y'all
man.
keep rubbing off on me. Keep rubbing off on me, especially the romanticizing part. Like I need to get that now. I need to master that part right there. Now I love that. Because think about it, ladies. Think about it. How many women do we know that do it? It's usually the men. I don't know. To me, it's some. I think when the women do it, it's more sensual. But when the men do it, it's more commanding. Do you agree?
Mm.
When the women do it, they're coming from a sexual place. It's different. It's different. But when men do it, it's totally different. Because I've heard quite a bit of poetry listening out on the different lives and stuff. And so it's very interesting. Brother Nate, where we going from here? Who we going to or what direction? And you know what? Y'all know how she do because she's the poet. Now she does it. But when y'all get to hear from her is when we do the cipher. That's when I get her involved. I say, okay, Lene, you got to get in this too. And that's when you see her give.
I try. I try. I try. But I'm also working on my freestyle skills too. So it's also a way for me to sharpen my tools. But we gonna get back into this rotation because I think we're in the last round, y'all. I think we are in the last round. So we're gonna keep this going. If you, yes, you are in the comments, I'm gonna need y'all to let us know in the comments. Say, I feel this, I love this. Shout out your favorite lines. Make sure you're tagging everybody and share as much as you can. It is so important because we want all these poets to be seen. We want this poetry to go as far as it can be. So we need to make sure that we are doing all that we can. So we're gonna go to the number one man right now, Mr. Radio Rising.
Woo.
Yeah, book The Streets Need a Father is coming soon. The initial breakdown, it's the streets, the need, and the father. Which one would y'all like to hear?
Mm,
I'd like to hear the father.
mm.
That's one on the father. We got 5 people in
Father,
here. Let me
it's
vote.
Father's Day month, so I think that's only appropriate.
I'm going for the
Got you,
Yeah,
got
father.
you,
I agree. Let's go with father. Like I said, she
got
set
you.
the tone with father. Let's flow with it.
Asking generations of children to have class if the teacher is the one that's absent is such a conundrum.
Ooh.
Why the teachers aren't showing up is the question, and I don't think it's a dumb one. We all know the sum of the circumstance the quote unquote black conditions come from. Big ups to the men who choose not to see them as excuses to run from. These children will need a father. Fear and doubt wearing masculinity's mask, attacking their problems instead of finding solutions. Due to a constant dump of mental pollution, things will always get worse. Things just happen this way for us. America will always be this thing. Deal with it.
Mm,
The thing is, shit been grim. Why do you think we teaching folks to be fantastic for? Build your own, no need to go to store. Quitting is easy when support doesn't exist. Feeling inadequate won't help to unlock any inner gifts. I pray the peace of universal balance finds you before you decide to exit. These children will need a father. Social services got families looking past dad for grocery bags and non-earned monthly cash to diminish his thoughts of being able. Replaced by televisions and programming that didn't show our fathers at all, not unless you had cable. Is he a hoodlum? I wouldn't put it past him. I did see blood spilled from watching him and other fathers fight mobs to protect our Madam Queens and resources. Too much blood from a father shot by police attempting to get his son something for Christmas, having little resources. Too much blood from a father forced to watch his son's friends disappear off into the distance. Our oracles end up part of the program, and we are forced to be the one and save our Morpheuses. Wake up! We must prepare them for their school days. These children will need a father. Have you seen it? Have you ever seen the concoction of emotion of a fatherless child? The ambition, the fear, the spoil, the abandonment, the confusion, the self awareness, the anxiousness but ability to steady hand, the defense while remaining insecure, the silence until the moment they feel it is absolutely necessary for the truth to be spoken. Imagine if that child had a father, but because they don't, that forces some mothers to gravitate to drastic measures. 4.5 cups of poison to numbly navigate through the pain of pleasures Peter receives so she can pay Paul. Heroines housing high, harmonious heavenly heights in their mental havens, only to resort to helping homeboy harbor heroin. Sounds like a line from a dad, don't it? Homeboy gonna get you fucked up. Keep fucking around. Too bad theirs wasn't there to guide them either. But we can be, because these children will need a father. Peace.
ooh. The
Um,
children will need a father. Listen, y'all see what he has going on. Y'all see what's up there. Before we go into what he just gave us with that piece, uh, tell us about what you got going on with the open mic. The information is on the screen. Sundays
Every
at 9 p.m.
Sunday, 9 Eastern. I'm getting used to this 6 o'clock Pacific thing going on. But yeah, every Wednesday, AMWT. I was with a crowd of folks who didn't understand what I was doing, kind of downplayed everything I had going on. I knew that they didn't have the understanding or the foresight, you know what I mean, the vision. So I just left that group and I said, all right, motherfucker, watch this, which is what AMWT stands for. And anybody that wants to come up and show the world what they got going on, I mean, come and do so. I mean, you don't got to tell them, just come show them.
Black Noise said always on point. You know, definitely. And you can definitely find out more with him on his website. He has a website. If you go there, you will see it's getoftheglory.com, getoftheglory.com. They'll make sure if you have something, you can put it in the chat and I'll put it up there for you. But that's it, man. That piece right there, when you said, you talked about mental pollution, and then this right here was the line that got me. Feeling inadequate won't unlock any gifts. And I was like, wow. You know, just telling a person like,
Your attitude. It's your attitude. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really the core issue is that you pick that up to protect yourself in a lot of these environments and circumstances. You know what I mean? But that's the weight that stops you from flying. You know what I mean? It's the armor, you know what I mean, that you have covering your wings. You know what I mean? And that armor's not needed outside of that world. You know what I mean? So first you got to do your best to mentally get out of that world, then physically get out of that world. And all the lessons that anybody ever taught you will, you know what I mean, ring true. You know what I mean? Once you're in a space where you can actually move for yourself. Like bro said, like people don't even know who they are.
wow. Well, I want to shout out those people I'm seeing in here, the Guaranteed Truth Spoken with 633. I see you, Black Noise. I see you, I am Lavana. I think that's what it is. You know, I've seen a couple people in here. I'm trying to acknowledge them as they come. But yeah, that's it. Tell me about what you thought about that piece. Echo. Chocolate 69. I see you in here. So y'all, if you put up comments, then I'll recognize you. I can see. Let them know you're here if you're here. And then we definitely want you to participate with the cipher. So let us know you're here so you can begin to start thinking of those words for them. All right. So what you think about that, Renee?
That Morpheus, the whole poem, I think it speaks for a lot of male and females that didn't have their fathers. And how do you teach yourself about life? How are you taught life without the teacher? How? And there's certain things that men, when they don't have a father, that they have to learn the hard way. And females is the same thing that you go through. And the Morpheus line, could you repeat that for me?
Oh, I wanted to see who was going to catch the whole joint.
Oh, I heard that loud and clear.
I said replaced by televisions and programming that didn't show our fathers at all, not unless you had cable. So that whole joint is Lawrence Fishburne. Is he a hoodlum? I wouldn't put it past him. I did see blood spilled from him watching fathers fight mobs to protect our Madam Queens and resources. Too much blood from a father shot by police attempting to get his son something for Christmas, having little resources. That was deep cover. Too much
Yep.
blood from a father forced to watch his son's friends disappear off into the distance. Boys in the Hood.
Mm,
Our oracles end up part of the program, and we are forced to be the one and save our Morpheuses. Wake up. I mean, we must prepare them for their school days. Lawrence Fishburne was the one screaming "Wake up" in the joint. I mean,
Yep.
so that whole
Mm-hmm.
sequence was Lawrence Fishburne, and which I mean, even in Blackish, like I mean, Lawrence Fishburne has been a father figure to black men in Hollywood for a long time, whether or not he knows it or not.
wow.
Very true. Very
Need to
true.
send that to
Yes.
him.
Very true.
Yes. You said,
Clarissa, what you say?
I love when he said, quitting is easy when support is not given.
hmm
That's a heavy line, Brother Radio Razine. That was a heavy line. I like that.
Oh,
Quitting is easy when support is not given.
thanks to Nipsey Hussle for stating the line. I had to go through every emotion to get to this, to get to where I am.
Mhm.
When he said that, I like just like bro said when I did the piece earlier, like you can see that he was in a dark place. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and that's what I got from that. Like, I mean, like y'all hearing it, and it's like y'all seeing me in this refined position. But when I say that, I'm really thinking about the hardest time I ever had, you know what I mean?
Right.
And wanting to just give it all up and just stop and just, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
just go do whatever the hell else I was doing, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I know for a fact that how true that line is. I mean, from
Mm,
not having the support that I really needed, but still having the vision and the belief and the faith.
right.
Shout out to Black Noise. I mean, shout out to AJ. I mean,
Yes.
707 in the morning. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
my faith, like they put helium in my you know what I mean, in my faith arena. So, you know what I mean? I'm floating on cloud 9 because of them. You know what I mean? So
Wow. Wow. So from a wellness coach perspective, what you want to add to that? Because I know
oh,
you have.
excuse me, Chocolate 69. I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't, I mean, shout her out. I'm sorry, love. Those kisses that I was blowing was not for Black Noise. They were for you.
Oh, so you speaking now. Receive the kisses. Receive the love.
Well,
Receive the
wait,
love.
wait, you know what I'm saying? We could get some clarification. You know what
Uh,
I'm saying? But well, from my perspective, like as I stated, I just love the simple fact that he's holding men accountable. And something that because I pay attention to me the hooks is always like, hey, this is what I'm trying to get you all to comprehend. So when he's saying that, children need fathers, to me, I didn't take that as if he's saying it has to be blood. Because I always tell any father, if you consider yourself a great father, be a great father to any child that you come across. And I think sometimes people forget. It's like, going back to like my daughter. When her friends came over, I treated them just as if they were my daughters. I educated them just like, if they as if they was my daughter. Because once again, friends are influential to our kids. So guess what? Why not be influential to the kids that surround your child? And so
Amen.
that's just kind of like how I just see life as a whole. And when, I always tell people, literally, if you're a great man, be a great father, be a great uncle, be a good cousin, be who that person needs in the moment, because that's really how we're going to heal our community. It's
Amen.
not gonna it's just not gonna be strictly blood related. Everybody just thinks that, okay, I'm only supposed to be a father directly, or I'm only supposed to be an uncle directly to. No, be a great person to any and everybody that you come in contact with, because there are people who don't have fathers, they don't have uncles, they don't have brothers. And so that's when we come into play, as far as in bringing that balance in regards to the type of energy that they're missing, because in some form of fashion we all wish we either had a big brother, father figure, uncle, for the ones who don't have, and so that's when we come into play. So to me, what he's talking about is, be the masculine energy that's needed in that moment. It's just like every child should feel comfortable around you. And for those listen, pay attention to who your children do not go around, because a child has a high level of discernment. And so in
Yes.
the event and the offside to that is, sometimes women are always trying to have their child go around the father. But understand this: if he doesn't want to be a father, do not send your child over there, because
Mm,
there's no connection. He's not going to care for that child the way it should be, and so also pay close attention to, is this person a real father figure? If they're not, do not leave your child with them, because if there's no connection, he's not going to protect them.
Mhm.
wow.
Everybody needs to hear what you just said. Everybody.
Facts.
Everybody.
Ooh, man.
Wow.
Facts.
The father to the fatherless. All right. Just
Yeah.
be a father to the fatherless, no matter what capacity you are in or what role you play in their life. Just fill the shoes.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all. Definitely love.
That's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. What you say, Lynette?
Yeah, this is beautiful. I love how everybody is just integrated into this conversation, and I think it's so important, that poem, the and Mr. Dale, exactly what you said. Like, even if that's not your role, if you're in that role, play the role, do the role, do what you need to do, because you never know how much, like, you never know how much it affects somebody as a kid when you have an adult that did not have to have obligations to you or responsibilities to you, that took the time and that sat there and was like, look, we're gonna go through this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna teach you how to read a book. We're gonna teach you how to ride a bike. We're gonna do the simplest things of what you think it is not possible. It's not possible because you don't have that person that you're looking for, and that person is able to be that for you. So I think it is very important, that poem, this conversation, and everything that we just discussed.
Just to go on top of that before we end the conversation, I'm in a household with a young lady who has three young adults, um, way past the effectiveness of coming into their lives. You know what I mean? But um, to sit back and watch them go without that guidance, and I have the tools that I have, you know what I mean, would be insanity. And that really put me in a whole higher realm, just like bro was saying, like to see past them, like even giving them tutelage and getting the appreciation back and knowing the distance of it. Because there's also a disdain relation in the relationship because their father is still around. You know what I mean? So me being in a split relationship from as long as I can remember. My father was over here with girlfriends, and my mom was doing her thing over here since I can remember. So um, I grew up in the comfort of that, but the confusion of it as well. You
Mm,
know what I mean? Like I got comfortable with it just because of
mm,
the conditions. I didn't know anything else. You know what I mean? But I did see the love from where my father was. You know what I mean? From the women that he did have me around. Like they had to love me as well. My mother's as well. I mean, the people that she brought around as well. So it was definitely a community aspect. And I know tenfold how important that is to just sit down and talk to somebody, even when you think they don't want to hear.
Yes.
wow. That wow. What he said about the comfort yet uncomfortability of it, that's interesting. And the need to hear your perspective, knowing this is the background that you are now, studying for, the psychological perspective, so it's so good because we're getting all perspective. So I just love it. You're right. We need more of this because when I came up as a baby boomer, the men stepped up and did what y'all are speaking about. When we were in the neighborhoods and the OGs on the stoop would correct the
Yep.
child and say something to the children. We don't have a lot of that anymore. So this is why it's important that men like you step up when you get the opportunity to do like you said. You're in the household and you paid attention and you saw the need and you see the void and you stepped in, but at the same time you know your place because the father is there. But
Mhm.
yet you fill in the void where you can. So that's that's so needed. It's so needed. These kids need that. They need
Mhm.
that
Yes.
We
because
do.
it's missing. I know the
Mhm.
principal can speak, and I
Yeah.
keep saying it. I love it that she's a principal that's a play because she sees so much. I'm saying though,
Oh,
because
yes.
in your position, I know you see a lot.
Yes, I do.
I know you see a lot in them schools, in the classrooms. You see the parents coming in, you see the teachers that want to do the job and those that are there just for a paycheck. You see it
Hmm.
all. You see
Yes.
it all from
Mm.
every angle.
Yes.
You know. So
Yeah.
deep,
And
deep,
that's why I
deep.
appreciate so much what Brother Dallet said. It cannot be put better than what he said because we have to be the guidance for the child that's in front of us, whether
Yes.
we share blood and flesh with that child or not, because that might be the only guidance that child had, really strong, positive guidance that child had that day. So
Mm,
I love what he said. Everybody in the world should hear it.
yeah.
I can't
Yes.
say it better
And
myself.
so, and then to add to that, something that I had this epiphany with my nephew a long time ago. It was that a child can never ever say, I had a bad day, but it
Mm,
will sound like, come play with me.
Mm,
wow.
Just remember that. I had a bad day.
Wow.
That is not in a child's vocabulary. But if they just up and say, "Come play with me," that could be their way of saying, "I had a bad day, and this is what's
Mhm.
going to get me out of that funk." And I just think we as adults, because we're so busy in our everyday life, we don't comprehend that they speak a different language than us.
Mm.
And so by them speaking a different language, we need to start really paying attention to when they say, "Come look at this." For all you know, they could have built something and they want your approval. And so when you saying no, I'm busy, I'm on the phone, you could really just destroy their day.
Mhm.
So I would just tell people, really pay attention to
Mhm. Be
what a
present.
child is coming to. Yes, be very present in the moment to see their wants and their needs, because they're our future. We can't continue to talk about these kids aren't listening, but yet we're not delivering a proper message.
Mhm.
Sometimes they don't resist the message, they're resisting the messenger.
And
So
see,
what is your go ahead.
I'm so sorry. No, finish, please.
No, it's okay. You're fine.
I was going to say, and see the good that they do too, because it's very easy to say, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. Why did you do that? But when they do something well, I like that. I like what you did there. I like the way you did this. I like the way you spoke to him. That was very kind. I think you helped him today. You probably made his day better. Say the positive things, see the good, and call out the good, and let them know that you see that when they do it. It's so easy to see the bad. How many times during
Yes.
the day, if you have a child in your life, how many times during the day do you pick out what they did wrong
Mm,
in comparison
mm.
to identifying for them something that they did well, or something that was kind, or something, or in some area that you recognize that they've grown in? And is there, what is the balance there?
That's
Yes.
important because so many human nature, people always tend to remember the negative.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why
Yes.
we say accent the positive and relent the negative.
Mm-hmm.
But Lene, what I'm hearing right now is they are defining the culture of the unspoken words
Mm.
in our language in our everyday lives.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Definitely, this is what
Yes.
this is about. This is
And,
what
and
this
and
is
then too,
about.
something else I'll add is uh giving our kids the autonomy to be free. And what I mean by that, like when my daughter was younger, I would give her my phone and I would say, "Play your favorite song."
Mm.
Even though I may not like the song, but I was allowing her to know it's okay to be you,
Mm.
Because then
because
you just have a
we don't.
conversation, right? Afterward, that it's
Yes,
about
well,
allowing them to do
really,
it, but then you
yes.
educate them and have those conversations about, okay, so why do you like that song? If it's the
Exactly. Yes. Yes. And so now it becomes a segue for everything else. And so it's like now, like literally I have open conversations about sex with my daughter as well as my nephews. The younger one, he's still kind of like on the fence, but the rest of them, we can have a conversation about what they're feeling, what they're going through. Because you can look at us now, our kids have access to porn and everything else. So in the event, if you're not educating them, please believe these internet streets are. You know
let me
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so I always tell people, stop thinking a child doesn't know. Like literally, I think my nephew, he could have been maybe 9 or 10, and I just asked him one day. I said, "Did you kiss that girl?" And he said, "Not yet." So that lets me know, number one, at 9 or 10, it was a thought. And so now that he's 17, we have such a great relationship. He'll come to me about issues and concerns, because we have to create that safe space now of letting them know what you're feeling, what you're going through. Let's talk about it, versus saying just the ways back in the day was, "No, don't do that, and we're not going to discuss it. You just do what I say." But once again, if you're not educating your child, once again, these internet streets going to educate your child.
wow.
Yeah,
So
my
Lene,
dad.
we're gonna have to have a day where we just come and have a conversation with poets because poets have so much passion in them about the messages and about the lifestyles and about the things they see. But before I forget, I gotta say this. You said the children have access to the internet. I want to say the most important thing: the internet has access to our children. So we got to
Mm.
pay strong attention to that.
Yes.
They
Mm.
have access to our children because what we do. is we give them this device and we don't put parental locks on them. We don't put limitations on times, and we don't watch enough to know what sites they on, what they clicking, who they talking to. So that's a whole nother deep conversation. But when you said it, I said, Lord have mercy. The internet has more actors than
I
our
think
children, than the
I
children
think
that
though
have
what
the internet.
I think though what the part but the conversation that Dale was just having is the offset. You know what I mean? Like my dad did the greatest job in the world at being cooler than my friends. Just in that formula that bro was speaking about. You know what I mean? Like, nah, what y'all talking about? Oh yeah, y'all think like this, and then here go give you a story that, you know what I mean, is beyond your wildest imagination. You know what I mean? Like, so you just like, oh
Yep.
snap. Like, and I'm like, yeah, like what? Like, y'all don't know, my dad know everything about everything. So when my friends came to me with things, they couldn't influence me. They weren't unable to influence me. Then my dad's friends, like, and the people around me, like there was always a full description of the environment around me. Like, oh nah, this is going
Yes.
on because of this. There was no sugarcoating. I mean, if it was drugs going on, if it was sex going on, if it was, and there would be an educated description of why it was happening. So I mean, when I got older, it was just like, or into the impressionable age. I mean, I didn't care about the excitement that my friends had about the naiveness that they had because I had a full playbook.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was I
Yep.
was just waiting for
Yep.
my turn.
Wow.
That is literally so true because I was always up under the tutelage of the OGs and my uncles. I never fell victim to peer pressure because they had already put me up on game. And if I thought about doing something, of course, because I had a great relationship, I would talk to them about it, and they would just educate me on the pros and cons. And now I just pass that love on to the youth. Whether or not it's my nephew, same thing with his cousins. When I go home, we have a conversation. I always ask them, I'm like, excuse my language, I'm like, who fucking, you know? And I say that literally to get a reaction out of them. And for the most part, some of them they'll talk about their experience, and some of them, but I want to have that open dialogue because we as men, we don't have a lot of safe spaces. Like right now, most men who are either abusive, unbalanced, confused, a lot of it is because they can't talk about what's really in their spirit, in fear
Hmm.
of being judged, in fear of being looked upon as being weak. And so, but if we don't teach them at a young age how to express themselves, guess what? They become men who don't know how to express themselves.
Hmm. You just
But
gave me
they,
an
what we
epiphany though,
experienced
bro.
it tonight is the evolution of this concept, because tonight we have individuals who have taken us on a turn. You know what I mean? They've taken a moment to really dissect the information and elaborate and expound on things to open it up to make it even bigger and broader. So I thank y'all for that. I thank y'all for that because it is a deep conversation. It's bigger than just the poems because y'all do the poetry and the spoken word for this to get
Mhm.
the conversations going. That's really why y'all do what y'all do because you have a message, you want people to hear it, and you want them to take those words that are thought provoking and act on them.
Mhm.
So this conversation is so powerful because it's an example of what needs to happen when y'all go to these open mics. Go home and have the conversations.
Mhm. Mhm. Woo-wee. Well, if y'all with us, if y'all in the audience right now, still with us, I need y'all to put in the comments, we here. Because I don't know about y'all, but I was in my zone listening to all this right here. This is so many gems, so many personal experiences given to y'all right now. So if y'all with us, say we here in the comments. But thank you all for being such teachers. This
Yes.
is I'm really seeing this is the common denominator here. This is y'all teachers,
Yes.
y'all leaders, y'all advocates.
Yes.
Y'all important. And I thank each and every one of y'all for doing exactly what y'all need to do to fulfill your purpose, to fulfill your journey as well too. So thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. And we gonna keep this rolling because I know we got two more poems coming in the freestyle. Woo! Shoot. I know. You know what?
Yes.
That's the hashtag have the conversation. Hashtag
Have the
have the conversation.
conversations. Come on now. That's it. That's the revelation I was getting, but I'm just gonna stay still so the next person can go. But yeah.
Hashtag have the conversation. So we gonna go into our next lovely poet, Miss Clarice Annette Brooks.
Thank you, Lene. Thinking about how I would want to live my life. I have lived my life. When my morning sun rose, I knew early that I had miles to go before the set of my day. So I wasted no time defining my way.
Mm.
I gathered my strength and I learned how to stand. I learned to feed myself with my own two hands. And to look at myself and maintain some self pride, I learned to think clearly and to support the right side. I did not remain silent when sound needed to be heard. I took action fairly and I tempered my words. And I learned to let love in by opening my heart. Some whom I love have remained, while some had to depart. But I've always wished well and held no resentment. Godspeed to each soul was my life testament. And I danced to the music and I helped the choir sing. When I saw joy in your life, I joined in rejoicing. And I lent my shoulder just for you to cry. I never judged your feelings or made you tell why. You had your own mind and your own path to follow. To have forced you down my road would have made my soul shallow. So I allowed you to feel and to seek and explore and to find your own joys and to open your own doors. And you thanked me in ways that showed me you knew that whatever fair path you took, my love went with you. And I never got stuck in an unmoving rut. I made changes in my life and I relied on my gut. I learned that fear is okay. It even helped keep me smart. I learned to balance it though with what I felt in my heart. Yes, I kept fear in its place, not in front, but at my side. I never let it control what I had to decide. This was the greatest of gifts to myself I could give. It allowed me to shine. It allowed me to live. And I lived within means. I'm no bill collector's slave. I kept some stash on the side to some charities I gave. No, I never got burdened and bogged down with debt. I paid every bill. Heck, that's why I slept. And I learned there was no better place for keeping it real than to sit with my loved ones and sharing a meal. So I'd set about creating a sacred space with my family and friends, always first giving grace. Each voice was heard, each one shared a smile, our elders and mid-aged, and most especially each child. And I never forgot to say thank you and please. One simple God bless you upon hearing a sneeze. A friend or a stranger, I didn't care who it was. A woman on the subway or a man on the bus. Just a bit of some love to always send. Because each stranger I met was a potential new friend. So it is okay to now look at my night and for the moonlight to glow. Yes, it is okay now for me to go. You see, I was given this life for only me to mold, and I treasured it so for all to behold. I stayed true to my heart, and whether that was wrong or right, it allowed me to realize that no one could have done it, lived this life of mine. They didn't know the song in my soul or the power of my mind. Because when my morning sun rose, I knew early that I had to define my own way. And that is what gives me this peace as my sun set today.
Wow, wow. Get the audio book, y'all. Just go get the audio book. That's what I'm telling you. Just go get the audio book. And the information is there, how to follow her, how to keep up with her Facebook,
This is
the
the book.
Instagram, and
Definitely a
everything.
principle.
Yeah.
The
This is
principal.
all the poems I read I shared tonight were from my book, Excuse Me While I Live My Life.
Wow.
Mm.
You definitely have. I hope you do have a audio version.
I do
Because
not have the audio version, but
like
it's
you
some
said, it's the way you read. You
Yes.
definitely need to have it available for people to hear it, like you say it.
Yeah, you
Um,
got that Claire. You got that Claire Huxtable going on.
I cannot tell you how many times I've been called Claire Huxtable. I can't tell you.
Hey, look, I didn't want to say it.
Oh, that is like the perfect. That is the perfect.
Ooh.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh!
but yeah,
like
the
I feel
audio,
like you're a
you definitely
principle
got the
of
audio
love.
book
Like
because like
you.
when I say you are
Oh.
speaking directly to the spirit, there is overriding the flesh, it's going straight to the spirit. And I love the piece because it's commanding that you have
Mhm.
knowledge of self.
Mhm.
Like there's no other way around that. And I think
Absolutely.
most people are incomplete right now because they're seeking knowledge in places. It's like a lot of times people always ask me what books you read. Like, can you read yourself? Do
mm,
like what I always ask people, what is your favorite color and why? If you can't tell me a story of why it's your favorite color, that mean that color was given to you. When I ask people like, what is your favorite car? Why is that your favorite car? But not that mean that concept was given to you. And so I would just ask people, question yourself. Everything that you either like or you dislike, question it because there's a good possibility either it was given to you or it was part of a program.
Program. You took the word right out of my mouth.
Hmm.
Mhm. Mhm. This is so
someday,
great.
someday, all of us will be facing our final day. And what are we going to be able to say on that final day? And if you're able to say, I have lived my life, then we can be at peace on that final day. And if we cannot say that on our final day, we will not leave in peace.
mm.
That's what this poem is about.
Wow.
I'm sorry to laugh, but I had a dope thought of my grandfather. My grandfather, you took me back to the because he went in the hospital. He was having a good time in the hospital. My aunt took him home and he passed that morning. I
Hmm.
mean, but now I play it back, like his whole everybody under him was validated, was official, was taking care of themselves, had knowledge of themselves. I mean, like his job was done so well.
Mm.
So as I play it back, like he was getting ready for a bus ride,
Yeah. So
like
he
he knew
lived
where
his
he was.
life.
He
It's like,
knew
oh,
where he was going. He knew what he was about to do. Like that's how my grandfather was. He was
I
messing with the
did
doctor.
this for
Like he was
some
telling
earth.
jokes.
Mm.
Like he was in the most joyous spirit. And like I said, I think it's because of that. Like, and then not to mention my grandmother was on the other side. So yeah, I
Amen.
mean, like he was like, man, what? Like, what you talking about? I can't wait to get up out of
Yeah.
here.
And that was what gave him that peace as his sun set that day.
hmm
Mm. Mm, mm,
Wow.
mm,
Wow.
mm.
I can't even add nothing to that.
I don't
Living a
have no.
full life, living a full life. And wow.
No regrets.
Mm.
Yeah.
It does make a difference. There's people who have lived a full life. It's always a peaceful homegoing
Hmm.
versus a funeral.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh man, that was the
Ooh.
happiest funeral I've ever seen in my. That was weird. Like it was so like it was so happy.
It
Like
was a
everybody that got up
celebration
was
of life. It
laugh.
was a celebration of
Yeah,
life.
like. But
Yeah,
I'm also from an environment where children are taking each other's lives.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so it's the majority of the funerals I go to are always like
Right.
extremely sad.
Yeah.
So like that was the weirdness to experience, and that was also the epiphany. Like, oh, this is what you do. Go.
live your full, go make sure everybody that you know and love is all right. Like, you know what I
Amen.
mean? Like,
Yes.
and this is the reward for it. You know what I mean? So that was my like I remember the day after his funeral, I went right to work. Like, I couldn't wait to go to work. I couldn't wait to make a better life for myself after that. So
Amen.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
shout out to grandpa.
All right.
Yes, most deaf, most deaf.
Oh my goodness, oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this one over again. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm so glad that I followed the spirit with the layout like I did once we got here, because I'm gonna make some clips from this, man. Oh my,
Oh my goodness. I'm
oh
gonna
my
be crying like a
goodness.
big old baby tonight. I don't know why y'all
Well,
thought that was supposed to
we
be
had a
my
lot of
agenda.
disturbance.
I'm
You know,
gonna be
when you
balling
put this
tonight.
much great
But
energy
see, that's
together,
why it happened.
you
We
know what I'm
thought that,
saying?
I'm sorry, I didn't cut you up, but we all
Oh no, you good. Go ahead.
in the beginning, what looked like things was in disarray and there was technical difficulties and all that was happening. It all was happening
Mm-hmm.
for
Yes.
this layout, for this to come like this. Y'all don't understand because Lene and I have a different format for this show, but it was meant to be this way.
Mhm.
It was meant to be
Mhm.
this way. Out of all the times we've had this, at least, I don't know, 8 to 10 times, and we've had 3, 4, 5 guests at a time, and it's never done this.
I think
It's
that's the
never.
universe telling you to loosen up.
Hmm. Well, I think
I love
also
it.
like this is needed. I think to me this is the perfect balance of what I call energy perspective.
Mm.
For the most part, each one of us is humble in our own way, but we each have a message to put across. So um, I'm definitely encouraging this more often because I do believe, as you stated, the poems is cool, but when we speak, like technically we are still in poetry form. It just so
Mm.
happens to be a conversation.
That's
Mm-hmm.
it. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I believe the majority of the time there's not enough time or room for the conversations. It's just time for the oohs and ahs, but then people go their separate ways,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all it's a
It's still
thought.
up there.
Yeah, it's a thought. It's but unless it's people who linger later and really delve into it, it goes unaddressed.
Mhm.
So I'm
Yes.
thankful for this. I am. I'm thankful for this. Definitely. So
Well,
And
we
we're
gonna keep this
thankful for you
rolling.
for putting this together. Thank you, because this is beautiful.
Yes, it is. It
Thank
is.
you.
Okay.
it's
Thank
just,
y'all.
yeah. So who we got next? Let me see. That was two. We got one more poem, and
We're
then the
gonna kick off with the finale of Mr. Dale, and then we're gonna get into this freestyle, y'all. I think we're ready. I feel it in my gut that we're ready for this. But
I don't
we
know
gonna
why. Am
get
I the
into
only
Mr.
one who struggled to hear
Dale.
Lene?
is he
Mr. Dale,
frozen?
you ready? I think he might be frozen.
I
Now,
think he's
he
frozen.
moved his
Oh,
eyes.
I'm
He
not.
moved
Hold
his
on.
eyes.
Is it?
there he go. There
Hold
he
on.
go.
I'm not. No, I wasn't frozen. For some reason, I just struggle to hear Lene. I don't know why. Sometimes when you
Oh,
speak, it goes in and out. I don't know why.
Oh,
I'm,
okay. But
I'm
yeah,
so
she was
sorry.
just she was saying you're up next.
Okay, then. So, I'm gonna give you all something. I literally, well, I'm not gonna say I just wrote this, but it's like a remix. But it's a Valentine's Day poem. So, to give you some background, a good friend of mine's, he transitioned 2 years ago, and we always said Valentine. We never
Mm,
said Valentine. We always said with Valentime. And so that we always had that running joke about, who we were going to spend our time with on Valentine's Day. So
mm.
um, I wrote this poem. Well, I wrote a version of a long time ago, but I kind of remixed it. So you all get the exclusive remix to it's early, but I just like the vibe of this poem. So I'm gonna let you all hear it. And it's called Valentine, literally Valentine. Time. Okay, Valentine. So
Mm,
that's the key point. All right, so here
mm.
we go. Time is timeless in these timeless times. Time is timeless in these timeless times. If I could have a minute of your time, 10 seconds would be just allowing you to free your mind. 10 seconds would be you and I sipping century age exotic red wine. 10 seconds would be I seek and ye shall find. 10 seconds would be still in your heart, your honor. I plead guilty to a passionate crime. 10 seconds would be I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. So let me ask you, from midnight to 12:01, can I be your Valentine? Because time is timeless in these timeless times. Time is timeless in these timeless times. Time is timeless in these timeless times. Thank you.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
That's not what she
Yeah,
I
I
called
was
had
it.
to.
gonna call
Yeah,
That's
that. That's
what
the
she
line I
called.
was gonna
yeah,
call.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to throw that up in there. You know what I'm
Yes, 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 yes,
saying?
yes. I love it. I love
And
it. I love
that one also has that one also has music. So like the next time, I'll have I have a way to play some music so that way you can hear the music that goes with that poem.
Wow. Thank you so much for your creativity. Um, I can hear how you like the. I can only imagine how you do with your music when you're in your element. I can only imagine.
Yeah, it's and it's funny you say that because actually, um, I met a gentleman out of Philly where he's allowing poets to say their poetry over music because as of recently that's kind of like how I've been creative. Like I have a bunch of instrumentals
Mm,
and I have what they call the over the ear headsets where I can tune out I can just tune out the entire world and I just listen to music, and that's kind of like how I write. I just play
mm,
some instrumentals and I just kind of go into a zone and start writing.
wow.
Mhm.
Hmm.
That's how
Mhm.
it's done.
What you
Yeah.
get for that, Clarissa?
That was peaceful. I felt very peaceful as you were reading. No, you weren't reading. As you were sharing that poem, because the way, especially because of the way that you read it, that you shared it. Excuse me. That was very beautiful. I enjoyed that.
Thank you.
I felt very much peaceful.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I always try to deliver a form. It's usually going to be a mixture. Peace and love is always going to be key elements because one thing we have to realize as wordsmiths is that our words
Mm,
carry energy. And so I always just tell, any artist, whatever word that you're saying, what type of energy are you trying to deliver? Because that's what your people is going to feel. That's how you really get a response out of your audiences. Are you saying something that people can feel, relate to, or like you said, just imagine that you were kind of like on this trip with me. That's the beauty in the art. And so I always try to put a lot of peace and love and every word that I say, just because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about peace and love.
mm. Wow. Giving them something you can feel. What you say, Radio Azim?
Oh man, I got musical Tourette's. So um what's that, Jasmine Sullivan? 1, 2, 3, oh, 5, 6, 7,
Definitely.
8, 9. Don't let me get to 10.
Wow.
Nah, that was fine. That was cold. That was cold.
Wow.
Um, the way you display, you know what I mean, what you're saying, you know what I mean, and in the pockets of verse. You know what I mean? Hook, verse. Like, you know what I mean? But it's poetry. You know what I mean? It's not coming
Yeah,
musically. It's
yeah,
just coming melodically. You know what I mean? To remind the
yes,
person that this is, you know what I mean? Like, nah, stay here. Like, stay here.
yes,
Stay with me.
yes,
You
yes,
can't,
yes,
there's no possible way you can get lost in this message. It is about love. It is about peace. Yeah, I mean, and the energy, like it's that concentrated. It's that intentful. You know what I mean? That you're trying to
yes,
make
yes,
it this
yes.
way. So I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
and really, you said it when you said stay here. Like,
Mm.
and so a woman told me a long time ago, like, um, I can't remember who we were like on the date somewhere. She asked me, she said, "Where are you at?" And I looked at her like, "What you mean?" But I wasn't in the moment,
Yeah.
and I realized like how many relationships I messed up because I wasn't in the moment. I was thinking about whether or not making some money, making some moves, doing this, doing that.
Facts.
I wasn't in the moment, and so it's like now I am real intentional about making sure people are in the moment with me because that's everything. Like our, as they say, our depression, you thinking too much about the past. Your anxiety, you thinking too much about the future. If you just stay in the moment, you're gonna be at peace.
Mhm. Mhm.
Wow.
Hmm.
I think that the way y'all brought these poems tonight, the spoken word pieces, the way the rhythm and the flow has been going, uh, has been just very very creative and effective. The message is clear, and I think it's really on point. Lene, you did it again. Like you did it again with the combination. Like I said in the beginning, the perfect combination. They flowed with each other, and it was just amazing. And then they were able to actually even have dialogue, and so this was really, really, really good. Definitely really good. So now it's time for that cipher. And I've been collecting words the whole time over here. And if anybody else wants to add another one, so I've been collecting words, so I actually have the words. So what happens? I'm gonna let Lene explain it, and then I'm gonna put the words on the screen. But if anybody has any other words they want to add, but I've been collecting them for this because this right here is special. But we thank y'all because we went even a little longer than normal because of the conversations. But the conversations had to be had. And so, like we said, tomorrow, whatever you do, y'all, somewhere, whatever you do, everybody need to be saying hashtag have the conversations because the conversation need to be had. So Lene, tell them
Mhm.
about the psych.
Alrighty, y'all. So it is that time. Y'all know what time it is. Freestyle time. So what we're gonna do, Miss Crystal's already collected some words. So if you would like to add your word, make sure you put it in the comments so we can add it to our list. And each poet will take one moment to use those words to come up with a freestyle poem on the spot. And I usually kick it off. So I'm gonna go get my pen while we get these words together so I can write this down. So
Yes, yes, yes. So the words I have, and if you have any words to add, you can add it. But right now, so far, the words I have. And then usually I put a time up. I put a time up so you have a couple of minutes to just kind of do it. I put the timer up so y'all can think. Um, so y'all can think, and so we could do this. But this is what we got so far. This is what we got so far, and we're gonna go to our timer so y'all have the time to just put it together. And we're gonna restart it a couple of times, but let's give you some time to think it the rule here. Let's go.
Hold on, what was the word?
Threshold, inheritance, reverence, permission, roots, vulnerability is right there in the chat.
Okay, hold on, I go to comments.
All right, all right, all right. We give y'all 1 more minute. You need 1 more minute, 1 minute.
Need to rent the Jeopardy music.
Renee, we coming to you first.
All right. I'm ready.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
My roots have been lifted. Seeds silently sifted. Yes, I know my inheritance. My inheritance is divinely gifted. And yes, you still need permission to stand in my threshold. My love is everything I control. So just know the reverence, because no matter what, so just know I always keep you in my mental frame.
So did y'all catch all of that, or did she break up for pieces? Because it was breaking up for me on a couple. I don't know if you hit something with Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
y'all
but
catch all of that?
yeah. For some reason, she goes in and out. She's the only one who goes in and out.
I
Yeah, so
caught
they
it. Yeah, I
kind of.
caught it.
No, y'all didn't get that.
I
No.
caught it. It was one break. It was like one break or two, but I caught it.
Yeah,
I
I caught
caught.
all. Yeah,
I
it's just
caught
a
it.
short. Yeah.
I caught it, but for the purpose of doing the clip, do it again for me so I can go straight through for each person. But before you do it again, tell them the order so the next one can be ready and they can go back to back. What's the order?
All right, it's gonna be me, Miss Clarice, Radio Razim, and then Dale.
Tell me the
It's not
order because
gonna
I
be the
can't
same
hear
the
her.
first time, but my roots have been lifted. Seeds silently sifted. Yes, I know my inheritance is divinely gifted. And yes, you still need permission to stand in my threshold. My love is bold and sometimes untold, but I don't want to remain cold. So even though the reverence might change, my vulnerability will be the same. I just want you to talk to me, take this walk with me, and we'll see what happens. Later on, we'll try to sit there and come to a conclusion. Maybe our delusion is not what really happened. But I love you, nevertheless. And just know my heart is always here for you to caress.
Inheritance from the people of my roots are a reverence to my life. I seek no permission to show my vulnerability as I walk through this life, for they are with me. They are my threshold to peace eternally, love abundantly. They are with me.
You're muted.
Am I next?
Reparation seems to
Oh,
be the gift that will get us past this threshold. For our enemies hold on deeply and dearly to my ancestors' inheritance that should be referenced to me. You know what I mean? For the permission to secure my roots and remain unbreakable and non-vulnerable. Freedom, la resistance.
whew. I think I misunderstood. So we supposed to use all the words in a poem? I thought we supposed to just pick a word and like make a poem.
As
You
many
could
as
do
you
that.
can.
Give us what you got.
Okay, so let me go off script. All right, so um with your permission, I'd like to make a intimate decision. Please think clearly because I'm going to come with a deeply incision. My queen, never speak of treason. I have several thoughts and I'm about to give you several reasons. Is it I that you desire? That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm about to go elsewhere. Yeah, that's
I
all I
think I
got.
heard permission. I heard threshold. I think I heard that. I think I heard those two words, and he was definitely vulnerable. So I think that's three. I think that's
Ooh,
three.
yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. And y'all just, I mean, like y'all never disappoint. Y'all come like that's not easy to do. That's not easy to do to just do that off the dome like that. You know
It's
what I mean?
nice.
Yeah, but
That's
I love the
amazing.
challenge. I love the challenge though. So,
Yes,
but
that
yeah,
was really, really, really dope. I mean, thank y'all so much. I see the comments in here, and y'all just like y'all. I just really enjoyed this. This was like I said. This was definitely powerful. It was definitely powerful. It was definitely a shift, Lene, but it was well worth it. It was well worth it to come to get to here. So that is we now know that the show has grown to this point. You know, we now know the depth of the conversations that we need to give our poet room to have. Um, so yeah, I think y'all delivered tonight, man. I'm telling you. I just want to thank you for coming here with Lene and I and just giving us this um, your heart, your soul and your passion and your words. I just really thank you, and I sincerely want to invite you. Now, Ghetto, I've already done Ghetto's interview and his story, but Clarissa and Danny, if you ever want to come back and share your story, we do it. I can't wait to get the next door. I hear something. What's that noise? I hear something rattling.
It's raining here in the car.
Ah,
yeah, yeah. It's raining here. That could be it. Yeah, it's raining
oh
here
my
too.
goodness! Be careful. Don't get wet. But that was been amazing. This has been amazing. I'm gonna give it to you, Lynette, because I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna let everybody give closing comments, and we're gonna take it out like that. We thank you again. We thank you so much for your time and your patience and your gifts. We really do.
Yes, thank you for this profound moment. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for bringing your poetry. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for being at our threshold. I appreciate y'all. Um, One by one, I just want to say thank y'all so much. This was more than y'all knew that I needed. I really needed this conversation today. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that's like, yeah, me too. So it's needed, it is appreciated, and thank y'all so much. I'm just gonna like Miss Crystal said, we're going to do closing remarks. So I'll go, and then we're going to go the same way we did the freestyle. So I'll go, then Miss Clarice, and Ghetto to Glory, Dale, and then Miss Crystal is going to close it out. My name is Lene Monroe. Thank y'all so much for tuning in every single time. Thank you for being in the comments. Thank y'all for letting people know, hey, come check this out. I'm gonna be on the show. Thank y'all, because without y'all, there's no us. If you would like to follow me, I'm on Instagram, Lene Monroe 91. And I also have our next event coming up July 30th from our Poetry Life events. Our R&B and Poetry Showcase, July 30th, 31st. And it's going to be Friday from 7 to 9. The lineup is being made as we speak. So keep a lookout. By next week, you're going to see a lot of videos being posted from not only the events that we've been in for the past month, but for this event coming up. So definitely make sure you're following Lene Monroe 91, as well as a Poetry Life event. Yeah, so that's all I got. Peace and love. You're the only one that there is. Remember, you are important, and we love you. Peace.
I'm Clarice Annette Brooks, author of the book Excuse Me While I Live My Life. Shared poems with it poems from this book tonight with all of you. I hope that you enjoyed them. Crystal and Lene, I want to thank you for creating a special place that you invited us into tonight. This was a rich and meaningful time, and I'm honored to have been a small part of it. I was enriched by the poetry of these two fine brothers, and I thank you both for sharing. So much of what you said needs to be heard, and I thank you for allowing me to be a part of this circle.
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, Clarice. I promise you, I wish I would have went to your school. I would be much better for it. Um, Lene, Crystal, thanks for the platform. You know, always, you know how I get down. My musical Tourette's have been activated again. Excuse me as I kiss the sky. It just keeps playing. Every time you say the title of your book, I hear Method Man in my head. That's just how my mind works.
Woo.
Shout
Hey,
out to
that's my
hip hop.
song too.
Shout out to hip hop. I do have a single coming out on the 3rd. It's called It's Ghetto, produced by Mark Payne, platinum recording artist. EP coming out soon called My Constitutional Right. I have Streets Need a Father book coming out, and all of that you can hear about by staying tuned to ghetto2glory.com. I'm mainly on Instagram, but I'm about to broaden my horizons on these other sites and start to get this message out to this youth a lot more rapidly. So I appreciate y'all. Dale, I appreciate you, bro. Like, definitely. When I get on the other side of the world, I'm gonna definitely tap in with you, brother.
Hey, first of all, we gonna connect even before that, but I'm very thankful for this platform, for allowing me to speak my purpose. Um, Less than a year ago, I was just inside of my shell. Like nobody knew I was a poet. Nobody knew I was creative. Like I was just in my shell. And so thankful to individuals like you all who have given me the space to just really dwell on my purpose. And so I'm thankful for this. Also, I would even encourage maybe one episode is more so conversation, not necessarily poetry, because I think having this conversation that we've had, I mean, it's been very insightful to me as well as our audience. And I just think conversations like this need to be had from perspectives where nobody's really trying to gain likes. Nobody's trying to gain not likes in a way. I do know this on YouTube, but not likes in a way where that's just the ultimate goal. Of course, we want to get likes to get paid, but that's just not the ultimate goal. Our goal is the message, and I think everybody on
Shay.
this platform is trying to spread a message that's going to bring unity. And so I definitely encourage you all to allow me to come back, but definitely maybe just have an episode. It's just all about conversation because, as you said, the conversation needs to be had in certain aspects, whether or not it's about relationships, it's about trauma, just the things that our community is struggling with, but few people are speaking on it in a way that's going to help them evolve. And when I say this, no disrespect to any counselors, but if a person has been your patient for a year, are you really helping them? Can you really see the evolution? I always tell people my goal is to be an aid for you to heal yourself. I don't want you to rely on me to heal you. I want to give you the necessary tools so you can heal yourself and then start healing others around you. And so,
That's
as I
right.
stated, I'm very thankful for you all. I love you all to life. Peace.
Man, wow. I want to thank everybody who came in, Laquan, Black Noise, all the people who have been commenting all night. You know who you are as I scroll through here. This has been amazing. Um, as we close tonight, poetry, spoken word, cipher. Remember that poems are more than words. It's truth wrapped in rhythm, healing, wrapped in vulnerability, hope, wrapped in a voice that refuses to be silenced. So tonight we didn't just listen to poems. We witnessed stories, courage, wisdom, and love. And every voice had a thread to the tapestry of this community, reminded us that our experiences matter and that our words have power to educate, inspire, and transform. So thank you all for being here. Thank you to every poet. Thank you to every person in the audience. Thank you for those that are going to come back and do the replay and share. Continue to write, continue to speak, continue to love, continue to honor the stories that make us human beings. This is Story Time, podcast with Shaw Crystal. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're here on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., Sunday nights at 9 p.m. You are welcome to share your story. My mission is to stir up the gift, instill hope, and save lives. And we hope that these stories that you hear on this channel ignite hope, and that the voices create change, and every ending is simply the beginning of another chapter of your life. God bless you. Until next time, keep hope alive, keep your pen moving, and never underestimate the power of your voice. I want to say good night. God bless, and love to everybody, and we'll see you on the next story time. Please connect with me so you can get your stories told, everybody. God bless you. It's been an honor and a privilege to be a vessel tonight. I thank you for your patience.
A catalyst for change with the chance to thrive. Crystal is the one to stir up gifts and save lives. You get exposure, promotion, and marketing too. And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person, just come on the show. Yo, your story matters. Crystals will open the door. 40 years of experience ready to give you more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime.